Earth has been struck by asteroids countless times throughout its history, though most of these events go completely unnoticed. Unlike the Moon or Mercury, our planet doesn't retain craters well because erosion, weather, and tectonic activity constantly reshape the surface. This means Earth has likely been hit just as often as these other worlds, but evidence is hidden beneath forests, oceans, and continents. Even today, small pieces of space rock, called meteoroids, enter Earth's atmosphere constantly. They range from tiny grains of sand to objects about a meter wide. About 15,000 tons of this material hit our planet every year. Most of it burns up in the sky, creating bright streaks we call meteors. Occasionally, some survive the fiery plunge and reach the ground as meteorites, for example. In 2012, a meteorite crashed through a house in the San Francisco Bay Area, and back in 1938, one smashed into a car in Illinois. The larger the asteroid, the more destructive it can be. Objects about 4 meters wide, roughly the size of an elephant, hit Earth about once a year. Slightly bigger asteroids, around 7 meters across, can release an explosion similar in scale to the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. These events happen about every 5 years. They might seem dramatic, but they often go unnoticed because most of Earth is covered in water, and many land areas are sparsely populated. Many explode high in the atmosphere, far from human eyes. One particularly famous recent example is the Chelyabinsk meteor in Russia, 2013. This asteroid was only 20 meters wide, yet it weighed roughly the same as the Eiffel Tower. It exploded 30 kilometers above the ground, generating a shock wave that damaged over 7,000 buildings and injured around 1,500 people. Amazingly, just 16 hours later, another asteroid, about 30 meters wide, passed extremely close to Earth only, about 27,700 kilometers away. That's roughly the distance of 2 Earths side by side. These 2 events were completely unrelated, highlighting how often space throws surprises our way. History also shows us near misses that were even more dramatic. In 1989, a 300-meter-wide asteroid passed within 700,000 kilometers of Earth. Remarkably, it crossed the exact spot Earth had occupied just 6 hours earlier. If it had arrived even slightly sooner, it could have caused the largest explosion in recorded history, about 12 times the power of the Tsar Bomba, the largest nuclear weapon ever detonated. Even larger impacts have occurred in prehistoric times. The Tunguska event in Siberia, 1908, involved an asteroid estimated between 60 and 190 meters wide, exploding above the remote wilderness. The blast had a force between 3 and 5 megatons, comparable to a modern hydrogen bomb. It flattened 18 million trees over an area the size of Rhode Island. Fortunately, because the region was so remote, no confirmed deaths were reported, though the shockwave shattered windows and knocked people down hundreds of kilometers away. Asteroids, 1 kilometer wide or larger, strike Earth about once every 400,000 years, releasing energy equivalent to tens of thousands of nuclear bombs. Asteroids 5 kilometers across impact roughly every 20 million years, generating catastrophic explosions measured in gigatons. The largest, truly life-ending asteroids, over 10 kilometers in diameter, strike very rarely. The last known collision of this magnitude occurred 66 million years ago, wiping out about 75% of all living species, including the dinosaurs. Today, astronomers have discovered approximately 14,000 near-Earth objects, or NEOs, whose orbits bring them close to our planet. Among these, 1,651 are considered potentially hazardous, and 157 are larger than 1 kilometer. Scientists estimate that 93% of the largest asteroids have been discovered, leaving about 70 massive objects still untracked. Despite the large number of asteroids out there, humanity's risk of a catastrophic collision in the near future is extremely low. For example, the most likely dangerous asteroid, about 160 meters wide, has only a 1 in 625 chance of hitting Earth between 2185 and 2198. A larger asteroid, about 490 meters across, has a 1 in 2,700 chance during a similar time frame. Even a 1 kilometer wide asteroid has a 1 in 8,333 chance of impacting Earth centuries from now. In comparison, your odds of winning the lottery or an Academy Award are much lower. However, in the very distant future, stars passing near our solar system could disturb asteroids and send them toward Earth. For instance, in about 1.35 million years, the star Gliese 710 will pass just 77 light days from Earth 20 times closer than the nearest star today. This could disrupt the outer solar system and fling asteroids our way. So, will we ever be hit by an asteroid? The answer is yes, Earth is certain to be struck again. Most impacts will be minor and unnoticeable, but civilization-threatening collisions, though extremely rare, are possible. Fortunately, modern astronomy allows us to track and potentially deflect dangerous objects, giving humanity a chance to prepare or even prevent a catastrophic impact. Asteroids are a natural part of our planet's history, a reminder of Earth's place in the solar system. While a massive asteroid hitting in our lifetime is highly unlikely, studying these space rocks helps us protect our planet and appreciate the fragility and resilience of life on Earth. Even amidst the vastness of space, these near misses highlight the delicate balance that allows life to thrive on the importance of keeping our eyes on the skies.